Hello and welcome to Vlogmas, our plant profiles. Today I'm joined by another fantastic guest. This is Nicki from Plants, Pots and Whatnots. Here's her video.
Hello Scott's plant friends, how are you doing? I hope you are all doing fabulous. For those of you who don't know me, hi, hello, my name is Nicki. I have a channel here on YouTube called Plants, Pots and Whatnots, where we talk about, you guessed it, plants, pots, and quite a few whatnots. So today Scott has asked me to come here and just talk to you a little bit about a plant that I love and kind of give you some background on where the plant is from and some care tips and just, you know, fun little things about the plant. So 'tis the season. How could I not choose the beautiful poinsettia? So I did, because how can you not? So, fun thing about poinsettias, so they're actually part of the euphorbia family. And I know when we think of euphorbias, we think of these cactus or cacti looking things such as this. But in actuality, this is also part of the euphorbia family. So they come in all kinds of different colors. So your traditional colors that are actually like grown in the wild would be, you know, things with solid colors, reds, yellows, whites. Anything that you see outside of that, like this gorgeous one that looks like it is covered in snowflakes, which is just so beautiful. Scott, I don't know if you've ever experienced a snowflake, but I've experienced a few. So this kind of, to me, kind of looks like snowflakes on a poinsettia, which I think is just beautiful. So poinsettias are actually native to Mexico, which I found really interesting when I found that out last year. And so they grow in the Mexican mountains, and around December you can look up in these mountains and just see these fields of red poinsettias, which is absolutely stunning. So in the wild, these things can get 10 to 16 feet tall. So I'll give you a second just to kind of come to grasp with how big that is. So they just get big and beautiful, and they need a dormancy period throughout the spring and summer. So unless you have a lot of time on your hands and are really on top of it, most people don't over summer these guys. I tried to last year, and I actually ended up keeping my poinsettia until I think it was around maybe April. I want to say April. So at that point you can go ahead and just kind of trim them back. If overwintering, or I always say overwintering because that's what we usually do. Over summering them is something that you want to do. You just kind of cut them right back, cut their leaves off, the leaves that have not fallen off already. And just, you continue to water it, but not as much. You want to wait until it's completely dry before you go ahead and water it. But then come about September, if you give it a period of about 20 days or so, 18 to 20 days of very extreme light and dark periods. So I'm talking like put a garbage bag over it and keep it in a very dark spot for about 12 hours a day, and then sunlight for the rest of the day. It will trick the plant into producing these beautiful leaves, and then the blooms that come in on the inside. So they're just a stunning plant. This is just a small one that I grabbed the other day, but I will be getting a couple more because I really do like them. So the ones that you see that come in colors like blue or purple or any kind of like variegation or anything like that, those are all kind of chemically made in a lab, but nonetheless gorgeous anyways. So poinsettia care, as far as their care is concerned, they like a really good well draining mix, which is something that you really have to keep in mind. They don't like wet feet. So a lot of poinsettias, when you buy them, come in those little plastic nursery pots with that pretty cellophane around them, which is fine. just keep in mind that when you water them, there's no holes in that cellophane. So I would probably take it out of that to water, make sure the water drains all the way through, and then go ahead and put your pretty little cellophane back on. So fun fact, these were actually introduced to America by a gentleman named Joel Poinsettia in 1825, where they have just kind of become this beautiful Christmas plant, or the plant that we associate with Christmas time. And I mean, it's obvious why. They have these beautiful dark green leaves, these beautiful red leaves, and they're just reminiscent of Christmas. So yeah, there's not really a whole lot else that I want to say, but they're beautiful plants. I think everybody should have one at least around Christmas time. And if you happen to want to try overwintering, over-summering these, I actually have a video over on my channel that I put out last year all about poinsettia care, the ins and outs of the plants, what you want to look for when you're buying one, as well as tips and tricks on how to get your plant through the summertime so that you can have this bigger, bushier, beautiful poinsettia next Christmas. So, oh, the last point that I do want to mention, these guys got a really bad rep, and I don't know where it came from, but there is a horrible misconception that these plants are toxic to humans and pets, and I am here to tell you that that is actually not true. These plants are not toxic. You would have to consume a mass amount of these leaves, or the plant in general, and even still you'd probably just get a bit of a stomach ache. They're not going to kill you, they're not going to kill your pets. So for all of you cat and dog owners out there that have pets and you can't, or you think you can't get a poinsettia because it will kill your pet, just know that it won't. The only thing that I would watch out for, so when you bend these leaves, they do have a little, it's like a white sap. That white sap is an irritant. So if it gets into your mouth or your pet's mouth, I would just go ahead and rinse it really well, because it will irritate. But rest assured, nobody will die. So that's fun. So go get you a poinsettia, because it's not going to kill you or your pets, and because they're beautiful. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was informative. I would like to wish everybody a very happy holiday season, and you know, if you want, you can come hang out with me on my channel too. I'm sure Scott will be lovely, and link it down below. All right guys, thank you so much for watching. Love you all to bitty bits. Bye.
Thank you very much, Nicki, for sharing with us your poinsettia. What a fantastic and vibrant plant. Lots of fantastic care tips as well. Now, just a general rule of thumb, always do your research before you bring home a new plant, especially if you've got pets or children who are likely to eat it. Do your research, simply Googling the plant's name and toxicity to cats, dogs, babies, whatever it is, will come up with a good result. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you, Nicki, for joining us. Links to Nicki is in the description below. And I will see you tomorrow.
Scott grows an avocado tree. Scott grows an avocado tree. Scott grows an avocado tree. Scott grows an avocado tree.